video will potentially be on recording. So in an effort to be as accessible as possible, we are offering closed captioning. We're also joined by a sign language interpreter today. If you are an attendee that requires the use of the sign language interpreter, please find our interpreter, Shanna Ames, and pin them on your Zoom by going to the 3 dots located on your Zoom window image and selecting pin. Please make sure you are in side-by-side full screen gallery view to fully access the interpreter's video. Additionally, if you have any problems with your internet connection and would like to call in, you can do so, and I am going to post that call-in info right now in the chat box. So with that, let's get started with some networking. It looks like we have about 38 people on this call today, which is fantastic, and I have a little PowerPoint just to guide us through some get to know you questions. So I am going to start that up right now and share my screen with you. Okay. So let's start by just finding out who is here with us today. So let's just go ahead and post in the chat your name, organization, title, and something unique about yourself so we can see who's here today. Awesome. I'm seeing lots of folks posting in the chat. It looks like we have participants from ICCB, DHS, DRS, local ALEAs. This is awesome. I always like seeing in the chat who's at conferences and events with me as well, because then I can find different individuals to connect with, which is great. Awesome. Okay, well, throughout this morning's session, you're going to get to know some of the people in this group, so you'll get a chance to talk with them a bit more. I am going to, as you continue to post and introduce yourself, I'm going to review sort of the activity we're going to do in a moment. I will put you into breakout rooms, and I am going to share a document in the chat with some of the questions we'll be going over in our breakout rooms. So let's do that really quickly right now. So in your breakout rooms, you're going to talk about a little bit more about why you're here at this conference, what you're hoping to learn, and then again, feel free to just introduce yourselves. Oh, here we go. I know you all understand I have so many tabs open that I lost the one tab that I needed, but I found it, so we're good. Okay, so in the chat, I posted a link to those discussion starters that you'll be doing in your breakout rooms. So I'll encourage you to click on that link right now, and I'll post it again so it's there twice, just so that you have those questions up for you. I'll also post the questions in the chat. So in your breakout rooms, I'll assign about 5 of you to a breakout room. So please go into those breakout rooms in just a moment and go ahead and start those discussion questions. Now, if any of you has a question right now about the link or anything, feel free to just let me know. Also know that you can always choose to come back into this main room and we can help with anything. So I am going to assign these breakout rooms right now. I'm sorry, it's taking me just a second here to assign these, but we'll be there in just a second. So you will get a prompt in just a second here to go into your room. Hello. To those of you just joining us, we are in breakout rooms right now answering some discussion questions. So I'll assign you to a breakout room and you'll get prompted to head there in just a moment. Do any of you have any questions before I do so? Okay, no. Here we go. I'll assign you in just a second. Hi, Andrea. Were you able to get into a breakout room?
Yes, I was in one, but then I left because I was in the middle of doing my introduction on here when you sent me to the break room, so I thought I would be able to get back. But I don't know if you're able to put me back, that's fine.
Yeah, no worries. Are you ready for me to put you back?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let me just see where. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. I am going to put you in room 2 right now. Hello, were you able to get into a breakout room? Hello, to those who are just joining us, we're in breakout rooms doing some discussion. Oh, it looks like we had a few still connecting to audio, so I'll wait a second. Okay, hello everyone. To those of you who are still joining us, we are in breakout rooms right now doing some discussion questions. So I can assign you to a breakout room. But before I do you have any questions at all? Okay, Well, then I'm going to assign you to a breakout room and you'll head right into one. Hello, everyone. To those of you who just joined, we are in breakout rooms doing some discussion questions right now. So I'd love to add you to a breakout room. But before I do you have any questions for me? Okay, I'm going to assign you to a breakout room then. I hope you have some great discussions. Hi. To those of you who are joining us, we are currently in breakout rooms doing some discussion questions. So I can assign you to a breakout room, but before I do you have any questions? Oh, I think, Christy, you're on mute.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. So yeah, no, I don't have any questions.
You'll be assigned to a breakout room and they're just doing some icebreaker questions and you'll be able to jump right in.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Hello. For those of you just joining us, we are doing some breakout rooms right now with discussion. So if you have any questions for me before I assign you to a room, just let me know. Okay, I will be assigning you to a room.
As acting supervisor, but I've been a rehabilitation counselor for 23 years. I'm from this seminar, I am hoping to learn about different tools and resources that other agencies are using to
Hello, for those of you who are just joining us, we are in some discussion breakout rooms right now, doing some get to know you questions. So I will assign you to a breakout room in just a moment here, but do you have any questions before I do? Okay,
No.
awesome, thank you. Hello, everyone in this breakout room. Have you had a chance to discuss?
No, I just joined.
Oh, okay. Well, let me make sure that that you have all the discussion questions here. I'm actually going to call everyone into the main group in just a moment.
Okay.
So you'll get a
Hello
chance to
there.
talk about those more. So you'll be called into the main room in 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Okay, so as people start coming back on, I'm going to pull up the PowerPoint and we will just ask for a couple volunteers in the chat. And then I have some fun trivia questions to start your morning that are a mixture of WIOA and then just random knowledge. We'll see what people have. Okay. So could a couple of volunteers post what they're looking forward to learning at this conference the next couple of days, just so we can see based on what you discussed in your groups?
So Molly, this is Kathy Tracy.
Yeah.
What I think I took away from our group is just, the fact that a lot of us have worked remotely for almost a year, and the relationship building with each other, onboarding new staff during this time, and relationship building with our clients. So I think if you're looking at what we'd like to learn, it's how to continue to do these things in this remote environment. And I would also like to, for me personally, I would like to not lose the positive benefits that we've made and positive strides in the last year. Knowing that we've had some difficulties, obviously, but moving forward with the best part of the year. The fact that we have expanded access to services to many people through a different way. How do we capitalize that? How do we move forward with that and keep the best parts of this year?
That is a really good point, and I like your positive perspective about keeping the best parts of this year. That's wonderful. I'm seeing in the chat some other folks are interested in learning about creatively engaging their communities, which I know is a session. How other LWIAs are handling cross referrals, connecting with employers and job seekers, and creating those lasting partnerships. I like Michelle noted networking. Yes, it does feel like a long time since we've gotten to network. So even virtual is wonderful. So lots of good examples. Thank you, Kathy, and thank you to everyone who posted in the chat. There'll be lots of opportunities to learn all of this during our time. So one thing, we'll go over one more discussion question and then do trivia. What is a topic pertaining to WIOA that you know a lot about? You can go ahead and post that in the chat. Eligibility, intake. Michelle, I agree with you. I too have been learning quite a bit about eligibility lately. Title II, policy. Caroline, we could use you for a work group I'm in. We've been doing a lot of policy talk. Well, thank you for those great examples. I'm so glad everyone got a chance to get to know some of the people involved in the conference on these discussions. So now we're going to do something just kind of fun just to end our session, which is some trivia questions. As I explained, they're both WIOA related and then just general like quiz bowl trivia. So go ahead when I show a question, you can post your answer in the chat, and some may say it's cheating if you see other people's answers in the chat, but I say no, because then you can decide whether or not you think their answer is right or wrong to form your answer. So think of it as you may, but here we go. Okay, first question. Which WIOA title focuses on adult education? Okay, well, a lot of people are getting it correct. You got it, Title II. Great job. Okay, our next question is which WIOA title focuses on vocational rehab? You got it, Title IV. And Kathy made a good point with Title IV, but all with service integration. Awesome, great job. Okay, so this one is going to be one of our quiz bowl type questions, the next one. What is officially the longest river in the world, flowing 4,180 miles from the tributaries of Lake Victoria, Africa, to the Mediterranean Sea? Don't be in denial. Awesome. I'm seeing so many correct answers. Yes, you're right. The correct answer is the Nile. Okay, our next one. In the same way that humans are identified by their fingerprints, dogs are identified by what kind of print? Okay, I am really shocked that some people are getting this right because I had no idea. But for those of you that put nose print, you're correct. I have a dog, so ask me how I would ever get a print of her nose without her running away. I cannot tell you the answer to that. Okay, next question. In what year was WIOA enacted? And I realize this can be kind of a misleading question now that I'm reading it because there's many iterations, but you know, we're all winners, so it's okay. So we have lots of correct answers in the chat, and our winner answer is 2014. Okay, our next one is another quiz bowl question. In what US state can you visit the Petrified Forest National Park? And that is an actual picture of it. We're getting a lot of California. So we had an overwhelming California, but the answer is actually Arizona. So if you're ever in Arizona. Okay. Our next question is, which title of WIOA focuses on the Wagner-Peiser Act? Oops, ignore that. And I had thought you had all seen me switch my screen, but I had paused it, so you didn't. So that was great. You didn't have to ignore it. Okay, so Title III, we had a lot of those correct ones. And here's for your last trivia question of the morning. Name this fictional forest adjacent to Hogwarts Castle, home to centaurs, unicorns, thestrals, Aragog and his family, and Grop. Yes, so for any Harry Potter fans out there, we have the Forbidden Forest here at Hogwarts. Well, everyone, thank you so much for coming. We're so glad you were here, and we're very excited to start off this summit. So we hope you got some networking in, and we'll see you throughout the day. And I'm going to, with that, let you go. So I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.